You are now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 2. Chill!
This is Belinda Jaime, also known as Miss Mariposa, and you are listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, and I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spin-Up Series Thursdays, where we have all of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast spin-off series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Riding Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. And tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Chill! Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this following episode may contain sensitive topics that is not suitable for my audience. So I just want to take the time to let you know that viewer discretion is advised. Thank you and enjoy this episode.
Hi, this is Fiordaliza White. Stay tuned. You're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast at Anchor FN Ken _ Mr. Gentleman. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. At this time, we got my special guest. She's an author, she's a publisher, and she's a feature, a motivated speaker. We have Fiordaliza in the building.
All right. Hello. Fiordaliza here.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you
Thanks for having
too.
me, Ken.
Yes, let's start this interview.
Okay.
All right. So if you can remember, how did we meet?
So we met at Club. Sorry. Cut. We met at Club Rebels downtown about 10 years ago. You were promoting at the time, and you let me know about the club, and we danced a little bit, flirted a little bit. We had exchanged numbers, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah. Recipe to Club Rebel.
Yes,
It don't exist no more. And that was, fun fact, that was my first spot I ever promoted at as a actual
real promoter. So yeah, shout out to Rebel, rest in peace. Yeah. So what is your background?
So I am Dominican. I was born there, and I came to the U.S. when I turned 8 years old, and been here ever since.
Okay, nice. So what made you become an author and now a publisher?
So I became an author because I had a lot of poems that I had wrote from the age of 8 until now, and so I wanted to start promoting my work, actually. So I started with Publish America, and they at the time they were just taking like one poem at a time, and they'll look at it like you could be published in their magazines or something like that. And then what I did was eventually send them a whole book of 50 poems, and they published me and gave me a 7-year contract with much regret that happiness didn't last long.
Dang.
Because they the way the royalties, you get 2% of whatever your book is worth, which I didn't know at the time. From $10 I was getting $2. So yeah, that wasn't a good situation. I eventually started researching and came across CreateSpace, and so the rest of my books are published through CreateSpace, which is a self-publishing company.
Okay, nice. So what is your publisher company's name?
So TPL Publications. Sorry about that. So I started that with my friend Stax Cordero. Shout out to you, girl. So she's the CEO/editor and illustrator for the books. When we get an author, we come together and we make it happen for that author. Different services, but we provide our services more like self-publishing services, meaning if you need just an ISBN number, book cover, or someone to go through your book and make sure it's grammatically, I hate that word, correct. That the grammar is good, there you go, or the spelling, or the way the sentence is structured, or Stax is your girl. I do the illustration, the book cover, the bio, the inside of it before you put it together, and then we just put it together.
Okay, nice. So what was the first book you ever wrote, and how was that experience?
The first poem I ever wrote?
Or book?
Oh, book, okay. So the first, I got that too. It was called I Can't Speak Your Language. I was 8 years old, and I was being bullied because I couldn't speak English, and so I wrote a poem kind of saying how I felt about not being able to communicate. And from there on, every time I felt emotion, I wrote about it. And that's how I came up with like 500 poems.
Nice.
So my first book was My Poetic Heart. And then it was My Poetic Embrace. Then it was Poetically Kissed. Then, as you can see, I'm a poetic person. And then I started the Poetic Lounge, which was constructed with 55 poets that me and Sharon Monet, shout out to my girl, we just collaborated all together and put it into 3 volumes. And also I've done collaborations, I've been featured in magazines, I've been interviewing different radio stations. So I kind of like, from there it just kept going.
Nice. So how many books did you wrote?
I wrote approximately 12 books altogether. Like I said, it was mostly collaborations. But poetry-wise, I have 8 books, and I have a novel, and then the rest are like collaborations with other people. So it's just Talisha Mallory and Marcus Lewis. Just want to shout you 2 out as well, because y'all gave me that, energy to keep going.
Nice. So before we continue, where can they get your books?
So my books can be found at Amazon. All you have to do is search my name, and my author page pops up with all my books. That's Fiordaliza Charles. That's my maiden name. That's Fiordaliza, and Charles Charles. When you go to Amazon, once you plug that in, all my books will drop out, so you can see what I have.
Okay, nice.
And thank you in advance for your support.
Nice. So I know you're also a painter. What made you want to go to that route?
So last year, I went to Target, and I seen a sketchbook, and I was like, oh, this look interesting. I like drawing, so it shows you step by step how to sketch different things such as animals and plants and flowers and butterflies, whatever. And I started out that way, and one day I just decided to go to Michael's and buy some canvases and paint brushes and acrylic paint, and I started sketching with a water-based pencil on the canvas, and been painting ever since.
Okay, nice. So outside of the podcast, we have some time to catch up, and you mentioned motivated speaker. So, what made you want to become a motivated speaker?
So why I want to become a motivational speaker is because I've been through a lot of domestic violence in my life, a lot of mental abuse, physical abuse, and actually a lot of different kind of abuses. And I want to be able to help women, men, and child to cope with, how to deal with people that are putting you through this, and how to get away from it, how to find a safe place, how to find shelter, resources, and of that nature. I know they have that out there already, but I want to become a motivational speaker to just talk about that. Yes.
Nice. So what do you have to say for any woman that don't want to go through what you've been through?
So my main thing is get to know the person you're dealing with, before you bring them home. I always thought that, I'm in love, so everybody around me is going to be in love with this person, or I'm in love, so I'm going to bring this person to live with me, which I made a mistake with that a couple of times. And I didn't know the person, and like my last marriage ended because of that, because I didn't get to know my husband first. And, he's been incarcerated for a while now, and I feel bad about it, but I want to, just let women know that you don't have to stay in a relationship that the person is abusing you. It's not right. It's not fair to you. If you're a good person, you don't deserve it. Even if you were a bad person, at the end of the day, no woman deserves to be hurt or child.
Agree. So what is your dream venture? Something that you always want to do?
So my dream venture is to open up a women's children / shelter, a safe haven, if I may, where they can find a place to call home until they can move forward and get their own. And I want to provide all the services that are out there and combine them into one place, so that they don't have to go to the doctor. They don't have to go to, let's say, a pantry. They don't have to go to the system to get a shelter. It's all there, and I'm going to have people that work with me that are caring and want to help these people that have been through this domestic violence situation, any kind of abuse. It could be mentally, physically, emotionally. You don't have a place to be, you're homeless. I want to help everybody that's going through that.
Okay, nice. So what other project do you have going on?
So at this time, we're working on Stack's Cordero book. So excited for you. It's called Relentlessness, which she is. Very relentlessness. Oh, I hate that word. But she's very, outgoing. She has so much going on. She's been a dancer, or a rapper, or a singer, or actor, or playwright, and now book publisher with me. So I really want to congratulate you, Stack, and let you know that I'm ready, girl. 2020 is our vision year, and we're gonna do this.
Nice.
So yes, that's my project. I'm working with her. Also working on obtaining new authors. So if you're interested in publishing, TPL Publications is the place. And I'm also working on my novel, which I'm remastering. It's called Can You Keep a Secret? So that's what's coming next. Okay. Also, sorry. I'm sorry, Ken.
No, keep going.
So we got a podcast that I want to start. Again, it's going to be for women that need a space to talk about their situation, whether it's emotionally, something they're going through physically. And we're going to get those resources together for them. Let's start with talking about the situations and trying to solve it. So that's what my talk show is going to be about. And it's I already have the title. It's actually going to be This Girl Can.
Nice.
I got that from Michael Brisford. He gave me one of those decks things. Forgot what it's called, where you put your name. But it says This Girl Can. So it gave me the inspiration to come up with this talk show.
Okay, nice.
Coming soon.
Nice. Well, first thing first, all authors, y'all know author, y'all need your book publisher, come to her. Also, definitely listen to your show, so, let me know. I'll probably be a guest on one of your episodes one day,
you know. I got you.
Alright, so what they have for anybody going the same route as you?
So if you're going through the same route as far as author, being an author or publisher, whatever have you, I say do your research. That is the main thing. Do not get into no contracts without reading it, that's first. Or get into no contract without knowing what you're getting into, because a lot of times we get so happy that we're even noticed that we like, okay, I want to do this, let's get this over with, and then later on you realize you got yourself in a jam. So my thing is do research, make sure you do your paperwork correctly, If you getting your own LLC, you gotta go through research how to get an LLC without it costing thousands of dollars, because it's I forgot what's called, LegalZoom. They actually help with that. Also make sure you promote your stuff, because that's another thing that sometimes we slack. If we don't promote, how can we get sales?
Exactly.
Try to have you like an advertisement team. Another thing, if you're trying to be an author, that's why I'm going with the author part. But just surround yourself with people that are positive. They're rooting for you. They got your back. They're gonna help you. They're gonna support you, even if it's $5. At the end of the day, that could be your capital. So that's my advice to everyone. And just keep positive. Everything doesn't happen. Rome wasn't built overnight. Just put it like that.
Okay.
Keep on going.
Okay, nice advice. So, I want to thank you for coming on my show. Thank you for supporting me.
Got it.
Good luck with everything you do. 'Cause I know you're going to do great. And, drop all your plugs. Drop all your social media where everybody can reach you.
Okay, so I can be reached at my personal website, which is Fiordaliza, novels.com. That's FIORDALIZA CW novels.com. I also can be reached at Liz That Painter on Instagram. Twitter is Fiordaliza CW and my email is fiordalizaw@gmail.com. You could reach me at any of those sources. Thank you.
All right, thank you, and we'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman. Now, I am the host of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this commercial break is brought to you by Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-off Series Thursdays. And Spin-off Series Thursday is the new home for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spin-off Series. That brought to you shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast, The Old School Show, and Date Night Talk Podcast. And A Conversation About Music Podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that featured myself and the star Roddy Rod is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk Podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-off Series Thursday, A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursdays. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Riding Rod every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True!
Before I do this outro, I just want to say, 2019 was not a great year. A lot of things were not accomplished. A lot of things happened. I wasn't in a good place, but I do thank God for being alive and making me see another day. And I do wish that 2020 would be a great year for me and for everybody for that matter. With that being said, I want to thank my special guest, Ms. Felicia White, for coming to the show. Everybody check out her projects and look out for her. If y'all in the New York area and you look for a spot on Friday nights, we Remix Friday at Catcher, 273 Byron Street, say premiere at the door. Best Side Party at Taj, 48 with 21st Street between 5th and 6th, say premiere at the door. If y'all want to be on my show, just DM me, Ken_Mr. Gentleman. I repeat, Ken, Ken _Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN. Look out for me on the Premiere Web Pocket with myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, and DJ Retro. We got a whole new episode coming in 2020, so look out for it. And don't forget, January 20th, we got the 1 year anniversary of the Gym Like That podcast. Trying to make it a big show, so stay tuned, look out for it. And once again, thank y'all for checking out the new episode. Once again, Happy New Year. Let me make 2020 great. Have a good day.
Hey guys, it's Sharice, and you're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. All right.